Been able to get the boat fired up and staying fired up this time. So this will be his first look at the track this morning or this afternoon. Coming up on 1:20 here in the afternoon Adelaide time. And our qualifying laps for the National Drivers' Championship due to begin at approximately 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then we have 4 heat races coming up to round out what will be a fantastic day one of the Adelaide Speedboat Club Speedboat Spectacular. And Tony just cruising the boat up the back straight at the moment. Because the wind conditions have changed from this morning. They were coming straight towards the commentary box when we woke up this morning, and now they seem to be moving towards the west, blowing underneath the bridge and down the river. So that certainly will have an effect on more the tunnel boats than our large displacement boats. As I said, Tony up in Yarrawonga, a very successful weekend for Buddha and Tony Willis behind the wheel. Doesn't seem to be wanting to lean on that motor at all at the moment. It's basically idling down into turn number 1. Now he unleashes it. Of course, he is in the 105 mile an hour category. So if he goes 105.1 miles an hour, he will be disqualified from the race. So a beautiful corner, very sharp on the exit of the last pin of the exit of turn number 2. Now he opens up and backs it down again. So you can see him looking down towards the floor as he came past the commentary box. So maybe something not quite right in that boat of Tony Willis. And he's got the arms up waving, indicating something back to the crew that he's coming straight across the circuit, not going to complete the full lap by the look of it. So unfortunately for Tony Willis and Buddha, a little bit of work to do before we go into racing tomorrow here at the Adelaide Speedboat Club. You can see Zach Satterley getting prepared out there in his tunnel. Of course, Zach doing double duties this weekend, running in the 25 horsepower boat as well as his tunnel. And this will be the Scott boat out of the Victorian Speedboat Club. It's heading out. Getting a lot of air under the front of the boat, but turns it in nicely into turn number 1.
We're going for a 2 o'clock start for hot laps.
The boat looking beautifully settled into the wind as he heads up towards the bridge section. As I said, big field of Formula Futures here this weekend. And as the name suggests, it is the future of our sport. So get behind the kids when they come back into the boat round. Give them a big round of applause every time you see them. Sitting right up onto the stern of the boat. The same philosophy here for the Formula Futures as it is for the tunnel boats. You want to get as much of the boat out of the water as you can without tipping it over backwards. And this boat is a great example of that, with only a couple of inches of the back of that hull making contact with the water. Front of the nose sticking right up into the breeze as he heads up towards the bridge turn. So a very different deck on this boat if you get to have a look at it up close compared to the other competitors that we'll see tomorrow. So all of the work done on this boat by Stephen Scott out of the Victorian Speedboat Club. And that is looking very nice as he heads up into the breeze. So this boat will be one to keep an eye on tomorrow as part of our Formula Future. One of our many support categories here this weekend for the Speedboat Spectacular for 2024. Racing getting underway around 9:30, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning and also Sunday morning as well, subject to change.